Okay, my friends, I opened up my mailbox this morning to find a most fascinating book waiting for me. It was a really neat surprise because I didn't request this one. So this is The Occult and National Socialism, the Symbolic, Scientific, and Magical Influences on the Third Reich. It will be out for publication in bookstores on September 20th. It's published by Inner Traditions. The author is Stephen Flowers. I suspect many or most of you probably already know who Flowers is, but if not, he received his doctorate in Germanic languages and medieval studies from the University of Texas at Austin, studied the history of occultism and runology at the University of Göttingen. I don't know if I said that right, Germany. He's the author of more than 50 books. That's why I assume a lot of you have at least heard of him. He's quite a big name in this sphere of esoteric occult studies. Yeah, I'm just really excited for this read. I think it's going to be a fascinating book. I mean, how can it not be? I've said in the past that I feel that some people become unhealthily obsessed with the dark aspects of World War II. I understand why that is. I'm just saying that it's just like with people who are really interested in true crime. I do think it gets to the point where the obsession becomes its own force that can degrade the quality of your life, right? But undeniably, it's a fascinating era of history. I think more than any other reason, to me, I find it fascinating. Well, it's for two reasons, but the two reasons are related. Number one is one of the only times in history where like true evil manifested for everyone to see. Now, if you look through history and you look at most wars, if you look at them objectively, you can come away seeing the other side's perspective, right? If you look at things historically, it's like the saying, history is written by the victors. The losers don't get their story told. But if you look back with that perspective, you can generally see the two sides and see well, they were just each fighting for their own self-interest. World War II was not like that. I mean, maybe you could say the Germans were fighting for their own self-interest, but they also manifested just absolute, actual evil on Earth. It's one of the times in history when we got to look true evil in the face, and everything about them was just pure evil. And I think that's a very interesting time, a very interesting observation. And for me, as somebody who believes that consciousness precedes matter and that this universe is basically a sea of consciousness. Obviously, it's a little more complicated than that, but that's basically how I see it. And I trust any followers of this channel understand what I'm saying. I'm really interested in those pivot points where certain things happen that seem to be there to trigger transformations in human consciousness and seem to be there to pivot. There are pivot points in history. And this was obviously one of the biggest pivot points in world history, easily. And like I said, one of the only times when true evil just nakedly manifested itself, and for everyone to see. And I'm really curious and fascinated by that. And it makes me think about what its role was in the broader evolution of human consciousness. But that's a topic for another time. But when you look at it and you look at like the true evil that they manifested, I don't find it difficult at all to believe that they were summoning some kind of malicious egregores, just demonic beings, just psychic thought forms. To me, it almost seems like the story is impossible to believe without believing there was some kind of occult, dark spirituality at play there, like some kind of dark magic at play there. To me, it seems almost unbelievable to think that it manifested in any other way, right? But anyway, those are just my thoughts. What I am saying, what I started this video for is I just wanted to share. It is exciting to open up my mailbox and find this great read, and I will be digging into it this weekend, and I will be giving a full review and my thoughts on the book. By Monday, I should be able to get it done. But in the meantime, if any of you, most of you are interested in these kind of topics, and so this book will be out September 2022. Just wanted to give it a quick share. Let's take a quick look. Ooh. Ooh, what's this? What is this? The cover. All right, yes. Beautiful. One of Inner Traditions, not only do they publish some of my favorite scholarly quality of work, but they also just make beautiful books, man. I mean, beautiful books. And yeah, so that's about it. I just thought I would share that with everybody. It was a pretty neat thing to wake up to this morning. And that's about it. I hope you are all having a great day. I hope you all have great weekends. And I hope you all have great lives. All right, peace out, friends.